You're listening to Bodify Insider from Bodify Functional Fitness.
And we are live. How are you, Bodify family? Today we have a really exciting podcast. As may you know, like we already launched our MyZone system, which we are very excited. And for example, for today's guest, we have our coach Sarah, and of course Brad. And help me with your last name, Brad. I don't want to butcher it.
No worries, Chuy. Thanks for that. Brad Nitinthorn. So yeah, it's a bit of a tongue. Yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister.
Okay, well, Brad, you're based in California, and you're the MyZone expert for today, right?
Yep, that'll be me.
Okay, well, everybody's very excited about this new heart rate monitor system. So tell us a little bit more about the monitor. Like the one we're using at Bodify is called the MC Switch, which is a three-way monitor. Can you tell us more about this monitor?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm so excited that you guys have the MZ Switch, and we are incredibly excited to work with you guys at everyone at Bodify. So the MZ Switch, it's I'll put it closer. It's a 3-in-1. Excuse the sweaty belt. 3-in-1 monitor. So I always use a chest strap for the most part, but oftentimes I will swim, or sometimes I'll go for a run. And all you have to do is you simply take off the little module here, and then you can slip it into, there's also a wrist strap or a armband that you can wear on your bicep or your forearm. And all you do is slip it into that. And then whenever you wear it on your wrist or your bicep, you just click on this little M below here, and then it'll turn on. Now, when you're wearing it on the chest, there's no need to do that. It'll turn on its own. And then whenever you're ready to finish working out or you're all done, go ahead and just give it another click. And then you'll hear 3 little beeps to know that it's being turned off.
Okay. For example, for the monitor, do we need to have, for example, if we're doing an outside workout, do we need to have the phone with us, or the monitor records the information?
Yeah, great question, Chuy. So no, if you guys are doing an outdoor training session, simply, I mean, look, I hate to admit it, but I will always bring my phone because I love to see what zone I'm in, and just keep track of how I'm getting on. But it's absolutely unnecessary. You don't need to do that. It has 16 hours of stored memory. So you can go ahead, work out as you please, go for that hike, go for that run, train outdoors. And then whenever you're done, just go back to your phone, go to your MyZone app. So I'll show you here. And all you need to do is scroll down a couple times, and it will upload your workout, all of your prior workouts for you.
Awesome. To the MyZone Moves app, right?
Yep. The MyZone app, you can find it on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store.
And for example, I know you can, like, for people that they want to match with their outfit, maybe they can buy like color straps too, right?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, absolutely. So look, the red strap, that is the proprietary MyZone strap. We're known always having the red strap. So the chest strap stays red, but look, if you wanted to mix it up, show off some flair, you can get like black, blue, violet, orange for your wrist and armbands.
Perfect. And for example, on the system, on the screens, like on the studios, what can people actually see? Like, for example, they're gonna see their calories, their effort. What do they see on the screen?
Oh, that's a great question. So they'll have a visual of their live tile. Their live tile is going to show you your calories, how many calories you've burnt. It's going to have what your current heart rate is at the moment. It's also going to show your nickname and what level of effort you are currently at. So the percentage that you are closest to 100. So perhaps if you're going for a little brisk walk, you might be in the 50s or 60% to 100. And then it'll also show your MyZone effort points.
Okay, yes. Tell us a little bit more about the MEPS, the MyZone effort points.
Certainly. So MyZone, MEPS, they stand for MyZone effort points. This is how you accrue your MyZone status. Everyone begins with no status, and from there you rank up from iron to bronze to silver, gold, and so forth until if you hit your status every year, every month for 4 years, you are entered into the MyZone Hall of Fame. Now we
Okay.
use, uh-huh.
How long does it take to move to a different zone? Like, for example, if I start on the first one, how long does it take?
Yep. No. So when you first start and you are at no status, you earn 1,300 MEPs. So we use an algorithm from the World Health Organization to see how many MEPs you would kind of need per month to consider yourself an active individual. On
Okay.
your first month, when you finally hit 1,300 MEPs, you automatically go into iron. So you go from no status to iron status. And from there, the months get longer and longer and longer until once you've hit gold after, I believe it's 1 year. Once you've done it for an entire year, you hit gold. And then after you do it for another year, you'll move on to platinum. And then another year, you'll go on to diamond. And then on your final year, you will hit Hall of Fame. Now, once you're in Hall of Fame, you still have to continue to hit your MyZone effort points every month to maintain that status.
So I have a question about that, Brad. So
Mm-hmm.
talk
Mm-hmm.
a little bit about, obviously there's an algorithm that calculates every individual member's heart rate.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you suggest for somebody who is working out very hard, but they're having trouble getting into those higher training zones? Like myself, I'll give you an example. I'm in the gray zone a lot. So I took an hour workout yesterday. I was lifting very heavy weights and I didn't get past the green. So what would we need to do to adjust a max heart rate in our system for a member?
Yep, great question, Sarah. Love it. So if you are in the green a lot, and a lot of people that tend to be quite fit, more fit than someone like myself or someone who is a personal trainer, they do find that they are often in the green and the yellow zones, and they're frustrated because they can't always get in the red zones. That's not a drama, no worries. You can always go into your system and lower your heart rate, or you can contact MyZone tech support, and someone from our tech support team will lower your max heart rate. So right now, Sarah, say your max heart rate is set at 191, but even if you do a full-on 2-minute sprint, you're not getting over 185. So when we think about, well, look, your max heart rate is clearly not 191. We might need to kind of notch it down a couple, just to maybe 185, 186.
Okay, perfect. I need to do that. My max heart rate's at 191.
Oh, is it really? I promise I'm not looking at your profile or anything right now. Yeah, wild guess. But you know what I'll do for you, Sarah, is after this, I'll go ahead and go in the system, and I'll take it down a notch for you.
Nice, thank you.
Brad, for example, I know that what I love about MyZone, it's one of the tools that it has is the challenges, for example, for the club experience.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, Sarah, she's one of their managers here at Bodify, where she makes these awesome events every time, glow workouts, like theme workouts. So tell us, like, what type of experiences can we get with now with the MyZone heart rate monitor and the app on the system?
Yeah, that's an excellent one. I love that. So there's a lot of different ones you can do. You can go into, you are provided, you have a marketing portal. And in that marketing portal, you've got heaps of different challenge ideas. So it'll have ones like a zombie challenge. There's heaps of different formats, like zombie challenge. You can do like a team, you can't do a team, but you can do a member versus staff challenge. A really good way to mix it up, to kind of keep things fresh with members, keep things exciting for members, give them new incentives to, just, work hard, strive, hit their goals, but then also be able to hit their MyZone status for the month. Another way you can do this is, personally, I love zone match classes. So those are classes that you can run on your TV, or members can actually run them themselves when they're outside of the gym, say they couldn't get into the gym. We have things called zone match. And basically you pick the class that you want, and then you have to just stay in the prescribed colored zone for a certain amount of time. And if you have your phone with you and you're going for a run or you're on the elliptical, you can look at your phone and it'll tell you for the next 5 minutes, be in the yellow zone. So you can kind of try to keep, and it's a great way to train your heart rate. So you stay in the yellow zone and they'll say, okay, all right, in 2 minutes, you're going to go into the red zone. So you're going to crank it up and then you might go back down. So that's another fun one. There's a lot of ways to keep it fresh, a lot of ways to keep it new. You can also create classes and then you can load them up to the MyZone display. Those are just some examples right there.
Awesome. And always like having fun while getting like the best, like working your heart rate, which is, I think, one of the advantages that now we have with technology, that we can actually do a workout and know what are we doing right, if we need to like step it up a little bit more or take it down a notch.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So, for example, I know Sarah, she knows more about the heart rate training zones. So, for example, where do we suppose to recommend our members to be? Like, for example, because I might see members that they will be always in the red zone where they might be maybe lower.
Yeah.
Right. So something that we educated our members on early on when we had our previous heart rate system, I think that a lot of members generally, when they work out, they're not so much focused on what's happening on the inside of the body as on the outside, right? Because they want to see visuals. They want to see sweat, which is on the outer part of the body. They want to see their muscles pumping and bulging, but they don't realize what's going on with their heart. And because there's so many numbers on the screens, they may get a little confused about it. So something that we've educated them on before in a previous podcast is the best way you can describe heart rate training is, instead of training at a specific pace, our members use the heart rate monitor to train at a specific effort level for a set amount of time. So to put it simply, the idea behind heart rate training is that you train your aerobic system without overstressing your skeletal and muscular systems. So essentially our RIT classes, which are high intensity interval training, that's where we focus most on heart rate training, where the members' breathing is fatigue. Whereas our strong program focuses a lot on muscle fatigue, and the zones that you'll tend to be in more are the blue and the green, as opposed to the yellow and the orange, or the yellow and the red.
Perfect.
Yeah, bang on, Sarah. You nailed it perfectly. I mean, look, I personally, I'm not a personal trainer, and that is something that I believe you are, and that is your expertise, and you've nailed it right on the hammer. So yeah, gray, blue, green, I would say is more for recovery or warm up, or when you're lifting weights. It's very seldom where you're going to go bench. You're going to bench press and you're going to be getting above the green zone. It's just, you're laying down, your heart's not working as hard, and that's okay. Look, if you ever want, you could say like, okay, the month of March is the strong month, or September strong, something like that. And you can actually select what colors you want people to focus on for that month in a challenge. So you can create a challenge and then you can select, let's say you select the blue and the green zone, and you say, look, it's strong September. These are the colors I want you to focus on. And that's going to encourage people to maybe lift weights more so than do some heavy or fatiguing cardio.
And I think that's something that I love so much about MyZone in comparison to our previous heart rate system is the MEPS, because it creates an equal playing ground for members of all fitness levels, whether you're a beginner, you're an all-star athlete, male, female. The MEPS is the most important thing on the screen, because you can't compare the calorie burn of a 300-pound man in comparison to a 115-pound woman. It's just not gonna, it's like comparing an apple to an orange.
Say it, Sarah, it's not fair.
It's not fair. Mine get burned more. No, but you can't. You really can't. So with our previous system that we were using, the only type of challenges I could create were calorie throwdowns. And with MyZone, I've already created a MEPS challenge the first week of February, so I'm excited about that. If you've already downloaded your app and input your ID number to your monitor, you're going to see that you've been invited to the challenge. So for all you members that are listening right now, get ready. But I think that the MEPS is so cool because it lets the member know their personal goals for their specific max heart rate. And it creates that equal playing ground for any type of member.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, Sarah, and it's so true. Look, going by calories just is not always fair, and what MyZone really sought out to do was democratize fitness as well as gamify fitness. So, for a great example, yep, you just had a great example with the a heavier man and a woman. Specifically, I will go play tennis with my girlfriend, and I will always outburn her in calories, no matter how hard she tries. I could be barely moving, and I'm going to outburn her in calories. But at the end of the day, we'll look at our graphs, and she'll have earned a lot, sometimes double the amount of MyZone effort points that I have, because she put in the hard yards, she put in the work. And so, it's really all about rewarding effort, and you can tell when you've rewarded that effort. And for someone like Sarah, who says, "Look, I'm trying my hardest, and I can't get out of the green zone." Easy fix. We'll lower your max heart rate to make it where it is an appropriate heart rate for you.
Yeah, and it's funny because I don't know why, but my coaches, when I take their classes, they always feel the need to call me out in front of all the members. Like, oh, Sarah's in the gray zone. She's not working out hard enough. I'm lifting 35s. It's so funny, but yes, I'm looking forward to adjusting that in the system.
Oh no, yeah, no. We don't want anyone calling you out. So yeah, we'll get that sorted ASAP.
And I think, for example, like just this like small challenges that we're gonna be doing is just a small part of all the benefits that our members are gonna get. Besides that, like for example, like the approach of MyZone with Bodify was thankfully because of Deca, and we're about to launch our new Deca program, which starts on February 7th. And we're also excited because we're gonna integrate even more like heart rate training for the Deca program, which is gonna help like all the members to actually like know where they're standing while training, so they can develop their cardio system better, so they can earn those Deca marks. The next event that we're gonna have is the Deca Strong and then Deca Mile, and hopefully I don't know, go to our Deca Fit event soon. But this is also something that we're gonna have with Deca, and there's also like new surprises for Deca and MyZone, right?
Yes, there are. And that's so awesome that you guys have partnered so well with Deca. They're a fantastic company. I absolutely love not even really working with Jared and Yancey, but just them as people. They're wonderful individuals. And I'm really excited that MyZone got to partner up with them. So look, for the Deca and MyZone, I actually had a call with them yesterday, and we're currently working on adding their programming for their Deca movements for the 10 zones to the MyZone software. So I think they're looking to hopefully start beta testing it, getting the classes out there a little bit more, kind of fine tuning everything. And then down the road, we plan to have them delivering us classes to us for us to deliver to all of their affiliates.
Awesome. That's gonna be super fun. And especially because you can actually be watching the movements and get better. For example, if the coach is like doing also the workout or something, you can actually see the movements of each of the zones of each of the movements that we're doing on the workout, which is very exciting. And también hopefully we're gonna integrate this to our classes in the near future, so members can actually like see the workout with the coach and also on our screens, on our MyZone screens. And imagine like having all these benefits with the MyZone app and with the MyZone like screens and the monitors. So we are very excited. And before we end up this call, Brad, I just wanted to ask about the app. The app is one of the most important parts. What I love about MyZone, because it's like a social media platform, but for our gym, for the people that are actually wearing the monitor, and they can share their stats and they can actually see other people's stats. I was sneaking into a Saturday stat last night. So
He wasn't impressed.
I wasn't impressed.
Like, great for 15 minutes. What's going on?
He's not impressed because we have to lower that max fee, Sarah. And you know what? Myself, I need to add you both on MyZone. Honestly, my biggest piece of advice for the MyZone app is get connecting with everyone you know. The more people you know, the more likes you can give people, the more comments you can give people, the more you're gonna get, the more people are going to feel more welcome to the MyZone community and want to be a part of the MyZone community, using their belt, liking other workouts. So yeah, it's a fantastic add to the Bodify gym and the Bodify community. Really, just going through the feed, being able to look at your own sets, and you can look at your own history from as far as I can remember. I started using MyZone around 2016, 2017, and I can still to this day look and see what my stats were back then. So it's a great way to keep track of all of that. But I personally like it just because I like to give encouragement to all my connections and see how they're getting on. And for anyone listening to this, Brad Nitinthorn, feel free, please add me on the app. I love having as many connections.
So we just started giving out and selling the monitors yesterday, and the members have been super excited. They've been tagging us like in their stories on social media, opening their boxes of their monitors. And well, I have the app on my phone as well too. And so every time someone creates their account, I get a notification, and I'm able to like workouts, and you can even attach a photo to your workout of the day. So it's just been amazing to see just the community itself that the app helps build with MyZone.
I love that, Sarah. Thank you so much for telling me that. That's fantastic. We love to hear it. And not that I stopped paying attention, but really quickly, I just took a glance at my phone so that I could follow Bodify, and it was awesome seeing the community you guys have put together, seeing people already posting their MyZone photos. Sarah, Chuy, you guys have done an excellent job at really building the camaraderie of your gym and getting everyone around it.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Brad. Well, thank you for your time. We're very excited with this new heart rate monitor system. So I'm about to test it out today, and also I'm excited because I want to try it out like in my outdoor runs in the studio, and like maybe even while coaching, so I can just be part of the of the class, and maybe do some get some meeps or MEPs on the screen. And well, I'm very, very excited because of our members too. And like Sarah said, like there was also actually one of the members that we launched the system yesterday on our first class around 5 p.m. But one of our members got sneaky. She went home and she tried it out on her own. And she was like actually the first one to try it out and to be part of the stats. So there's people already getting ahead on getting to earn those badges. So everything is running smooth, and we're very excited about it.
Fantastic. That's amazing. Well, good for her. Look, she's working smarter, not harder. So I applaud that member. But that's amazing. Yeah, I'm so happy for you guys. Thanks again for having me on here, and best of luck. Always let me know. You have my number and my email. Reach out if you guys ever need anything, if you have any questions, if you ever need any ideas. And like I said, everyone listening, feel free to add me on the MyZone app.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you very much, Brad.
This episode was produced by Bodify Functional Fitness.